What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jordxn here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to EQ vocals, giving you some vocal hacks that you can get better. You can use this whenever you're mixing your next song, or a song 2 months from now or 3 years from now. I don't care, bro. This is still relevant. It will be relevant, forever be relevant. You might be new to EQ and you really don't understand what's going on. I'm gonna help you. So alright, so here we have an EQ. I could just sit here and just tell you what everything means and what everything does, but I'd rather show you so you can learn better by watching me do something. And then I would suggest putting on headphones for this video right here so you can hear the differences when you change certain frequencies. But the number one myth when it comes to EQ and vocals is that a lot of people tell you that it's a certain way that you have to do it every time or you won't get perfect vocals. And I'm here to tell you that there's not a perfect way. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. You can get the sound that you're looking for. You just got to know how to finesse the plugin. The plugin can only do what you know how to do. Alright, so here we go. So if we want to take out some of that low end in her voice, you know what I'm saying, and make it sound more clear, the first step that we got to take to it, we just got to cut out some of this low end. What I like to do sometimes is like I like to over exaggerate the EQ, right? I over exaggerate it, then work it back to where it sounds natural or where it sounds good, you know, because you want to make it sound bad first, then you want to work it back to get something that sounds good. And it's like, you just do it like this.
Look what you're going through. I'm sitting down in a smile. People who come around, fuck around.
That's what it's doing. Like right here on this EQ right here, this could be our subtractive EQ by itself. Cause sometimes we might not need to do additive EQ. Sometimes we might just need to do subtractive EQ and we got something good. All right. So that's something you want to think about. You be like, okay, what does this vocal need, or what do I want this vocal to sound like? Okay, like if I just want to take stuff away, I don't have to always add something. I can just take things away, or I can just add something and not take nothing away from the vocal. It's all up to you and what you want to do. There's no rules when it comes to this. All right. So with that being said, if you want to do two types of EQs, I suggest using 2 different EQs for 2 separate things, so you can always go back and you can fix it with no problem at all. So let's say, and how we gonna do subtractive EQ right here is we're just gonna exaggerate the signal, and we're just gonna find a little frequency within this little range here, and we're just gonna cut it out. That's how we're gonna do. You can do this for every single last one of these frequencies right here. So here we go. This is how it works.
Don't have it to ask me if I had it to. Give me everything up before you. Cause I wanna do anything for you. I'm in love with you, and I know that you love me too. Look what you're going through.
So like right there, we can just cut that out. So that's gone. This depends on how deep you want to get that out. So we can go here.
Don't have it to ask me if I had it to. Give me everything up before you. Cause I wanna do anything for you. I'm in love with you, and I know that you love me too. Look what you're going through. I'm sitting down in a smile. People who come around, fuck around. Don't have it to ask me if I had it to. Give me everything up before you.
Try the EQ. And then another thing to do is when you do subtractive EQ, you want to come back on another EQ, right? And then you just want to go from there.
Don't have it to ask me if I had it to.
So if we want this vocal to be bright, like really bright, we want to boost in the high frequency, right, to brighten it up. That's what it is. We add air to it, we're gonna brighten it up. So that's another tip that you need to understand. So if you want to take away some brightness, you bring it down in the high frequency range, but if you want to add, you boost it, you know, and it's up to you on how much you want to boost that. All right, so this is what it sounds like if we take it away. if we did this, if we took away some of the brightness.
Don't have it to ask me if I had to.
Alright, and you wouldn't want to do that, but like for her voice, we're gonna boost it just to see what it sounds like.
Don't have it to ask me if I had to. Give me everything up before you, cause I will do anything for you. I'm in love with you, and I know that you love me too.
Alright, so here we go.
Don't have it to ask me if I had to.
Like, it's a big difference right there. It sounds like the volume of the vocal got louder, but we didn't use a compressor at all. We just EQ'd and we just boosted right there, right? So if we want to just sit here and keep messing around with it, you don't always have to boost that right there. We can go here and mess with this frequency right here, and that's what it does. You just want to play with certain frequencies so until you understand like until you understand what each one does and which and how you can really shape a vocal or a kick or anything to your liking or how you want it to sound. And here we go.
Don't have it to ask me if I had to. Give me everything up before you, cause I will do anything for you. I'm in love with you, and I know that you love me too.
When it comes to this frequency right here, while we're moving this around, you see how, like, when I move it up, how boxy it gets, and it don't really sound good. So I'm just gonna play it one more time.
Don't have it to ask me if I had to. Give me everything up before you, cause I will do anything for you. I'm in love with you, and I know that you love me too.
So we're not gonna mess with that. So like on this vocal right here, like if we wanted to just sound clear, all we have to do is just boost this, and it depends on how you want to boost this.
Don't have it to ask me if I had to. Give me everything up before you, cause I will do anything for you. I'm in love with you, and I know that you love me too. Look what you're going through. I'm sitting down in a smile. People who come around, fuck around.
So that sounds a little bit better.
Don't have it to ask me if I had to.
You can play around with that if you want to.
Don't have it to ask me if I had to.
How you telling me to come with your nails?
Oh no.
How you telling me to come with your nails?
Oh no.
Night.
Don't have it to ask me if I had to. Give me everything up before you.
And this is what it sounds like without it.
Night.
Don't have it to ask me if I had to. Give me everything up before you.
So that's how you can EQ your vocals. There's two ways to EQ your vocals, right? But the biggest thing that you need to understand is that there's no correct way to do it. You have to approach each different vocal differently, right? Because some people might need they might need to be cleaned up in the low end a lot. Some people might need to be cleaned up in the high end. Some people might need to be cleaned up in the mid frequencies. It really doesn't matter how you approach the vocal. Is just trying to figure out what sound that you want, how to get the exact sound. So what you need to do, you can EQ in any dial. You just need to learn what each frequency does, right? That's the biggest thing. Learn what each frequency does. Learn how much you should take away. Learn how much you want to take away. Look, just learn what you want to do, what sound, what style you want to go for as far as for mixing or having your songs mixed as. Because it's all up to you, man. You want to be creative. You want to be unique. You want to be different in your own way. There's not a set way that you EQ vocals. You know what I'm saying? I EQ vocals one way. Wavy Wayne gonna EQ vocals another way. Somebody else is gonna EQ another way. Alex Toomey is gonna EQ another way. You know what I'm saying? Nobody does the exact same thing. That's why everybody has a unique, different sound that's their own. You know what I'm saying? So that's my video for EQing vocals, and this works in any DAW at all. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And this your boy Jordxn. I'm out of here. I see you in another video. Hey, cool, bet.